Hello, hello, hello. Let's see. Why is this not working? There, it is working. Good morning. Happy Friday, guys. It is almost 11:30 and this is the segment of Weather Where You Are, which is something that we'll be doing every few days throughout the week. Whenever we have a special topic that we want to talk to you about, sometimes it will be so super localized. Sometimes it will be something that's happening in California. Just interesting weather. Okay. Today's segment of Weather Where You Are is an early look at Memorial Day weekend forecast. I know it's been super stormy over the last several days. It feels like it's never ending. What will Memorial Day hold? Well, put together some graphics for you. Next week's forecast is super tricky, so of course this is probably going to change, but I wanted to give you a first look at what's going to happen, okay? So we have a cold front that's going to come through tonight. It's going to bring us storms tomorrow. That front is going to stall across South Georgia on Sunday. Okay, and then it's pretty much going to sit there next week. It is going to be battling, okay, with dry air that's trying to come in from a high pressure to our north. So those two systems are really going to kind of battle it out for control of our weather here in North Georgia through the week next week. I can tell you that it looks like the low pressure, the rain, is actually going to end up winning towards the end of next week. For that reason, if you are headed to the coastline, either if that's North Carolina, South Carolina coastline, Georgia coastline, anywhere in Florida, it does look wetter than average because of that upper level low. Unfortunately, I do think that even though we could be dry through the majority of the week next week, by Memorial Day weekend, that low makes its way inland and we'll see some storms from that, okay? So let's take you through the forecast. Again, this is next week. I'm starting on Monday. You can see the showers from that low 2 hours south. A little bit of that rain likely to make it into Metro on Monday, okay? So Monday could be kind of stormy. Tuesday, the rain moves south, so Tuesday looks dry. Wednesday looks completely dry across our state, but Wednesday is when that low, that kind of upper level low, starts to develop and re-strengthen, and then it starts to move towards us on Thursday, Friday, and into Saturday. So you can see by Saturday that moisture does move closer to us. Unfortunately, looks like it could linger into Sunday before finally moving out on Monday. So once again, take this with a grain of salt. This is likely to change, but this is my current rain chances for next week. 40% Monday, that drops down. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday look mostly dry. Friday looks mostly dry. Then it looks like it's going to be pretty rainy on Saturday. So your very early Memorial Day weekend forecast. Saturday looks like the stormiest day if you're trying to make outdoor plans. Each day of the weekend is going to be consecutively better. But as of right now, I would plan on some rain on Saturday with a few showers lingering Sunday. Memorial Day itself actually looks pretty nice and pretty dry with temperatures in the mid 80s. Now, once again, our weather next weekend is going to be very dependent on where that upper level low, how far inland it makes it, where it eventually tracks, how strong it is. So that low is actually, the development of that is going to be dependent upon where the cold front that moves through tomorrow stalls out. So there is a lot of factors going into our forecast for next weekend, and I can tell you there is a lot of uncertainty in the forecast for next week as well. Both of our long-range models, both the GFS and the Euro, are highly divergent in what's going to happen. So my early forecast is rain on Saturday, some pretty widespread storms. That rain starting to dry out Sunday, still about a 40% chance of showers, and then drier on Labor Day. This is what I'm going to be focused on for Weather Where You Are next week, because, and I'm not only going to do the forecast for here, I'm going to do it if you're headed to the mountains, if you're headed to the beach, I got you covered. I know it's a big weekend, okay? So for now, plan on storms this weekend with mostly dry conditions next week and then more storms next week. And I know it seems like we can't get out of this super rainy, super stormy weekend pattern. Looks like that might continue through the end of May, okay? All right, guys, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Jen is in at noon. She's really tweaking the forecast. If you watched Atlanta News First this morning, things have changed because the 12Z, the new data, is coming in. So she's going to be updating you, and of course, the app is a great tool to have to stay updated with the forecast. All right, guys, I hope you have a great day. I will see y'all again on Monday.